In the beginning of the story, we see an Earth that is completely destroyed and in a very bad condition. Because the rich people of the world had made their own heaven on Earth, which was called Elysium. No one dies there because there, the treatment of every disease is done only with a machine scanning. And the poor were living in the world, which was no less than a hell. And people die from ordinary diseases too. There is only one way to go to Elysium, that is a lot of money. A man, Max, who has only one mission since childhood. Somehow he opens Elysium for all people and stay poor there. And that's why Max works in the Armadine company. Because this company has also made Elysium. And this company makes robots and weapons for Elysium. Spider and his gang, who illegally sends people to Elysium. This time he has sent Elysium to 3 ships full of people. In this ship, there were all those people who had to go to Elysium for treatment. Spider's men put IDs on people's hands. So that Elysium's machine considers them its citizens and treats them. Elysium is a machine that can be used to treat people. And among these people, there is one girl who was going to Elysium just for her legs treatment. The ship flies and moves towards Elysium. Here in Elysium, the Defense Secretary Delacourt, who is peacefully having her party. He finds out that 3 ships are coming towards Elysium. So she goes to the headquarters and orders Agent Kruger to be activated. But Agent Kruger is a cunning and crazy agent. He goes to the missile machine and launches missiles from the world. First the missile destroys one ship, then the other ship. But the 3rd ship is destroyed. The 3rd ship is saved and lands below. And everyone gets off and runs away. Delacourt orders everyone to be caught, whether alive or dead. Robots come there to catch everyone. The girl's mother carries her in her arms and runs to a house. She puts her in the medical machine. And the machine scans her hand and starts her treatment. And then the treatment goes wrong. And the girl can walk now. The girl's mother is very happy that her daughter can walk now. But the robots come from behind and arrest both of them. Delacourt receives a report that 69 people have been killed. And 34 people are alive. And she orders everyone to be sent back to the world. Those people are sent back to the world in one ship. Here Max is on the ground in the line of the bus. So he sees that some police robots are forcefully checking people. Those robots also come to Max. And say that you have committed a lot of crimes before. Now what is in your bag? Max tells that there is only normal stuff in his bag. At the same time, the bus arrives there. So Max says, "Let me go, I'm going to work." But the robots push Max aside. The robots break Max's hand with a stick. And then they search his bag, nothing comes out of it. So he says that you have to go to the station to write this accident report. And they say that and go from there. Max goes to the hospital so that he can get his broken hand treated. He finds Fry in the hospital, who was his childhood friend. And now she has become a nurse. She bandages him. Then Max goes to the police station so that he can write the report. He sits in front of a robot officer and tries to explain to him that all this was just an accident and nothing else. The robot officer says that you broke the law by not checking the bag. This is the last warning. If it happens again, Max will be in jail for 5 years. Max says sorry to him and leaves from there. Max sits in the bus so that the company can reach as soon as possible. When he reaches the company, his manager holds him on the road and asks him why you came late. Then he gives his hand and says that you can't do such things. Get out. Max says it's nothing. It's just a small injury. He will be fine by evening. The manager allows him to work. Max goes inside and gives him the company's CEO Carlisle. He says to his friends that see how much fun he is living. The CEO is in a board meeting. He says that I have no interest in breathing in the dirty air of the earth. I am just saving this company so that the profit can increase. In the evening, Max is coming back from his work. So his friend gives him his hand and asks what happened to you. Max says yes, just the same, police. His friend says that I want to talk to you. He says that a rich man has come to the earth and he has 4 very expensive cars. My plan is that we will go and steal those cars by tomorrow. Max says it's a very useless plan. It's better that we go at night, steal 2 cars and set the other 2 on fire and get out of there. He stops talking and starts going home and says that I don't want to go to jail again. His friend says that you are a legend and now look at your condition. The next day, Max is doing his work. The door of a machine is stuck and a notification comes on the machine. He tries very hard to get it fixed but it doesn't work. From behind, his manager says that the whole line has stopped because of you. Then the manager looks inside and says that there is a platform stuck inside. That's why the gate is not closing. You go inside and set it. Max refuses and says that this is very risky. So the manager says that go inside and fix it, otherwise someone else will do it. And I will fire you. And he leaves saying this. Max understands that he has to go inside. So he goes inside to fix it. And as soon as he fixes the platform, the gate closes. The machine starts and a notification comes on the machine that there is organic tissue in the machine and radiation enters his body. A lot of labor comes there but the gate doesn't open. Then a robot takes him out but Max is unconscious. When Max wakes up, there is a robot in front of him. The robot tells him that a deadly radiation has entered his body. And you will die in 5 days. Then the company's CEO takes the car and asks the manager why the production has stopped. The manager tells him about the accident. Then he says whether someone is alive or not, the company doesn't care. You keep the production going. And he leaves saying this. Inside, the robot gives Max medicine and says that as long as you are alive, take this medicine so that you can work. Here in Elysium, Delacourt is called to a committee meeting. And it is said that you have taken a lot of information yesterday. You used an agent who is completely crazy and kills people for your own fun. This is your last warning. And then Agent Kruger is fired. The agent gets a notification on the ground that he has been fired. And he has to return all his weapons. So he gets very angry and says that I will not return anything. Here, when Max comes home, his condition gets worse. And he falls down on the way while coming home. His friend looks at him and goes to help him. And brings him inside the house. Here, Max is doing a lot of nonsense. Max tells him that the radiation has entered his body. And he has only 5 days left. But his treatment can only be done in Elysium. I have to go to Spider. His friend says, but Spider's ticket is also very expensive. Max says that he will definitely give me the ticket. He will have to give the ticket. His friend takes him to the Spider's den. Max goes to him and says, Spider, I want the ticket and ID of Elysium. So Spider says, do you have money for the ticket? So Max says that I will come back. And I will work for you until the money is full. Spider gets up from his seat and says, do you know how many people come to me and say this every day? This ticket is very expensive. And if you don't come back alive, Max puts a pen on his neck and says, I was in jail for 5 years for you. I want the ticket because I am going to die in 5 days. Hearing this, Spider says, okay. But you have to do a very difficult mission. Then Spider takes him inside the office. And shows him a chip and says, this is your ticket to freedom. Then Spider tells him his plan. That we just have to steal his data from any millionaire of Elysium. This chip has to be put in his mind. And once the data comes, then all his money is ours. We will become very rich. Max's condition is getting worse. So Spider shows him an exosuit. And says that we will install it in you. Max is very angry with the CEO. So he says to Spider that we will target the CEO of Armadine Company, Carlisle. because he has a lot of money. On the other hand, Carlyle comes to Elysium to renew his contract with Delacourt. Delacourt takes him to a secret room, from where no voice can go out. Delacourt tells him that Elysium is made by your company. Can you change it in its system and make a new president? He says yes in a way. According to me, the system is very good.